Swaddy Krab and welcome to Phuket Extra for another week. The Chalong Dolphinarium seems to have taken one step closer to opening, with reports of several dolphins being airlifted to Thailand, heading for Phuket. The Dolphinarium has been delayed for over 12 months with paperwork problems and trying to fend off local opposition to the establishment of a dolphin zoo on the island. The Dolphinarium was primarily aimed at the Russian market, which has really dropped off markedly during the delays. Police are trawling through the debris following a fire at the Tabush Middle East restaurant in Ratutit Road in Patong yesterday. The fire was brought under control in 30 minutes. The blaze has been blamed on an electrical fault. Adventure tourism is coming under the spotlight following a number of tourist deaths, the most recent last week on a zip line in Chiang Mai. The Interior Ministry is proposing industry-wide safety measures for shooting ranges, cable cars, car racing tracks, paramotors, thrill rides, bungee jumps and rock climbing. Authorities will be meeting with all operators to come up with a range of inspection procedures. The Mayor of Krabi is ordering signs to be installed warning tourists not to go walking along certain areas of the muddy banks of the Krabi River to prevent a repeat of Friday's incident where a Norwegian couple got stuck. Last Friday, 44-year-old Chat Ubon Chindar came to the aid of an elderly Norwegian couple who were taking photos along the Krabi River. They were stuck in the mud and had sunk all the way up to their thighs. Coming up next, some startling figures on HIV in Bangkok, Thai household debt numbers, and one of the world's leading anti-poverty advocates visits the island. All coming up next on Phuket Extra. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. According to research by the United Nations AIDS Project, gay men in Asia are facing a creeping HIV epidemic. Figures from Bangkok indicate that 24% of gay men are HIV positive. Of those infected in Bangkok, 8% were aged 15 to 19. According to Tony Lyle, a regional advisor with UN AIDS, HIV infections are falling overall in Asia, yet rising among gay men. Well, how's this for a week's work? Police have seized 382 guns, 100 bombs and a huge haul of illicit drugs around Samut Prakan and Ayutthaya during a week-long crime suppression drive. Police say the large number of firearms was fueling the crimes, which often involve youngsters, teen gangs and drugs. The National Statistical Office is revealing rising debt in Thai households. 26,000 households were surveyed. Almost half of the Thai households had debts of 160,000 baht on average. Most of the debt was for household goods, home and land purchases. The data also shows Thai households have an average income of 27,545 baht a month. 3/4 of Thai incomes come from working, the other quarter from assets and investments. And finally, David Begbie from the Crossroads Foundation in Hong Kong was visiting the island during the weekend for a conference at BIS Phuket. The Foundation's dramatic poverty workshops have been presented at the highest levels around the world. We asked David what was the critical message from the Crossroads Foundation.
I think there is a sense that is shared by both students and teachers alike that this planet is broken, that it is not working, it is not in the way it needs to be. And yet so often the question is, how do I respond? What do I do as an individual, as a teacher, responsible with a group of students? How do I change this world? And really the heart of this message in this time is to say that who you are, where you serve, is perhaps the greatest platform from which you can commence engagement with this world, strategically making a difference. And so our heart in this conference is to do both programs looking at what is it like for those who are in need, and also how then can I respond.
Right, time now to check the weather, and the world wind map shows us that the tropical storm Kopu is battering the North Philippines with a much more intense system in the South China Sea just behind. Locally around Phuket we have very light winds streaming in from mostly the west. It'll bring a bit of moisture in from the Andaman Sea sometime during the day. Well, that means a little bit of rain. Well, that's the weather. I hope you get an opportunity to enjoy it somewhere between a little bit of rain today. Thanks for joining us on Phuket Extra. We're back again tomorrow.
Phuket's authentic Indian cuisine has arrived. to Bollywood Phuket Restaurant and Bar. Open 11 to 11 and close Tuesdays. Go to BollywoodPhuket.com.